PBO,
live, PBO, transparent podcast.
That. Welcome to yet another episode of Transparent Podcast. I have two very special guests with me today. Hey, could y'all just introduce yourselves, give them your name, where you from? We'll start with you.
All right, my name is Lewis. I'm from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
What brought me to Colorado was the military. I just recently got out. And yeah, I'm here to help him help me. So let's see what we can do.
It is.
My name is Stevie. I'm also from Chicago. Just got stationed out here to Fort Carson, Colorado as well. And I'm on the same time as my boys right here, so let's get it.
Just start a little background, because like these may be my viewers, this their first time meeting y'all.
Right.
I obviously know y'all, know what y'all do, all that good stuff. Could you just both kind of just start just a little background, like y'all upbringing, and then just transition into what do you do now, for those who don't know.
Go ahead, you go first.
So I come from, obviously, like I said, I come from Chicago. So I come from a very small family. I've been brought up like that my entire life, so I think that kind of translated into, me kind of keeping my circle small and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a very outgoing but private person. But what you got going on the podcast, I really like. So
appreciate it.
I'm here to support for sure.
We're very, very similar. We grew up in like 2 streets away from each other since 4th grade.
Wow.
I have a bigger family, very close family. Stevie's now my family. He's been my family. But yeah, I went to a Catholic school my whole life. Went to an all-boy Ivy League high school for high school. 3-sport athlete, and then after that, long story short, didn't go D1. Mom said, "You're gonna join the military or you're gonna go to school," and I wasn't going to school, so I joined the military. Did 4.5 years, got out. I do IT work now. Then I'm a salesman, and I resell sneakers. So, yeah. So now we're here, and let's see where this could take us.
Cool, man. I appreciate that, y'all. I'm not too far from these guys. Like, I'm from Milwaukee, so just when I met these guys, like the energy, everything was, was already clicking. So definitely some good dudes. Glad they came through, slid up on the pod. This definitely won't be the last time you see them. But for the first time, you guys viewing, what you see is what you get with these two, real 100%, keeping it a buck. We just want to cover a little bit on relationships today, fellas. So there's been a lot of viewers that's been watching, and they've been like, hey, we want to see guys' perspective on this, that. And I'm like, all right, we can make that happen. So we're here making it happen. So I want to ask, and then we can answer. You can go whoever want to answer first. First question I will ask: when it comes to the dating scene in general, what is one big thing that you would say is either a thing that like needs to be fixed on either the male or female's perspective, as far as like, because we have a lot of relationships now that go south, people getting pregnant before they planning to,
right,
we got
right.
crazy baby mamas, baby daddies. Just in general, what's something with relationships, either from the guy or the girl side, that is just needs some fixing?
You got that one, PBO?
Yeah. So I feel like being honest from the jump. Now we're at the age where it's not high school drama. It shouldn't be high school drama anymore. Be straight up, your intentions and what you want. And I feel like if both sides understand your intentions, then there shouldn't be any problems or issues. The point where it comes to issues is when you're not being truthful or honest, and then you break the other person or hurt yourself. But I definitely feel like if you're honest and upfront with everything, then you'll definitely save yourself and the other person from any harm. I feel like that's probably the biggest thing for me. Respect each other and everything should be cool. And if it don't work on the relationship aspect, then it could work as a friendship.
Right.
You know, a lot of people just think like, yo, we need to, you know, have sex and we can't be anything. Like, you can still be friends, you can still be cool. You know, you guys are adults, you guys can be, yeah.
Right.
Whatever it is, if it's hanging out with a group or just you two, you know the boundaries that you can't pass, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I feel like those are the biggest things for sure.
I appreciate it. You got anything, Steve, you want to add?
Yeah, so for me, there's a lot of things I really feel like I could say about that.
Yeah.
But you hit on like what's the most important thing on both sides. So with that being said, I feel as though it's the finding the balance of like proper sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like at the end of the day, it's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? What he touched on. You know, you guys could still, you have to find that balance where within a relationship you could be friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that come with that. But what's so important is, you know, the proper sacrifice. You know, what the male needs to do on his part for the woman. And what the woman needs to do to, you know, pick up the slack on the other end. You know what I'm saying?
For the man.
Because it goes both ways. And one of the biggest things I think that's a downfall nowadays, in my personal opinion, call me crazy, is social media. People are so caught up in it and, you know, other people's opinions and stuff like that, that they let it affect their decisions a little too much, in my personal opinion. That's how I view it. So yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it. You know, all the other things I can mention, everybody know, like trust, stuff like that. Yeah. But I think the most important thing is finding the balance of like proper sacrifice.
Wow, man. Yeah, I definitely appreciate both of y'all touching on that. And I agree on both of them. Like Stevie said, it's a, you know, we can go all night talking about things that on each other end we need to fix or this and that to make things work and clear up some of the relationship drama and this and that, the hoorah. But to being upfront, being clear with intentions, you know, things don't work out. It doesn't always have to be like, hey, cut off, you know what I mean?
Right.
Keep it cordial, whatever. Okay, it didn't work out, whatever. You know, friends, whatever. Kick it.
Yeah, it's a tough subject, but you know.
Yeah.
You don't gotta get disrespectful either. If anything is like, let's say the other party tells you something that you don't really want or really want to hear. Doesn't mean you have to get disrespectful, because a lot of guys are like, oh, okay, you don't want to come over at 2 a.m, then you know, if you like don't, you know, I'm blocking you. Like, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Gotta respect them regardless.
And you know, we all live, we all learn, we make mistakes and things like that. But the thing is, like, you know, once you had those mistakes, you learn, you grow, and then you try to be a better person to try to, you know, mitigate that from happening in your next relationship or next one or friendship, whatever that may be. So it's all about growth too. And these boys is all about growth. Let me just switch gears back a little bit. Can we talk a little bit about I know, like, you guys kind of talked about growing up and things like that. In the early days, how has y'all, like, I don't know, relationship or whatever experience has been, either Chicago, adult life, or like, what's kind of been the, I don't know, like just a little taste on the ups, the downs, or what maybe a big lesson you've learned?
For me personally, I feel as though Chicago, as much as I love my home city, you know, it comes a lot of positive and negative things, you know, just like anywhere else. Yeah. But Chicago definitely made me who I am today. Just the way I carry myself, you know, things of that nature. Yeah. Just tendencies and habits I picked up, you know, from growing up where I did. So with that being said, it's, you know, like I said, it has pros and cons. You know, not everybody's used to the fast lifestyle of Chicago. You know, all those stereotypes that come with Chicago. You know, most of them being, you know, dead accurate. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, just carry yourself a certain way. And in certain aspects, it could be beneficial because, you know, it's a fun city, fun place to be at, a lot of fun people and things to do. But you know, not everybody is can vibe with that. You know what I'm saying? So it has pros and cons to it, but you know, I love my city, and so that's it made me who I am today.
No, respect that. You any, you know, experiences, ups, downs, or something you just learned, or like maybe, you know, from just the culture, something you used to, maybe, you know, the dating scene or friendship is different than out here in Colorado. I'm not sure.
So we grew up right next to each other, kind of like totally different lives, kind of. Because on the aspect, we went to the same grammar school, elementary school, same sports, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like when we went to high school, you know, he went to the worst high schools and like as far as most dangerous high schools in Chicago.
Whoa.
He like we're in the city, we're in the heart of Chicago, so
Yeah.
like he went to the public schools, like very dangerous. What he saw every day was not what I saw every day. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as far as high school goes, he definitely went through other things that I might not have went through. Different experiences for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't have to go through, you know, drugs in my school, weapons in my school, people, you know, going through metal detectors, you know, police working in your school. I never had to go through something like that.
Wow.
So, you know, I got blessed to go to the school that I went to, and I feel like that definitely helped me because I definitely have a more higher temper than he does. So depending on where you grow up, the temper you have, you know, your upbringing, that kind of dictates like if you make it out of Chicago or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like he was, you know, straightforward and level-headed, so he was able to make it out. But a lot, you know, they join gangs. It's real easy to join gangs, get into the wrong crowd, get into drugs, and don't stay in the books. So he was able to get through, and then, you know, joining the military later on. But as far as relationships go, I was with the same girl since I was 12 years old, all the way till 3 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So as far as the relationship goes, that was really all I really had. Yeah. As far as a girlfriend wise.
Okay.
And then, you know, definitely, you know, met people after that. Met someone in the military. You know what I'm saying. Then we decided that, you know, we just be friends. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. It'd be best that we stayed as friends, and we didn't want to lose each other overall
on a personal level.
Right. So we were mature in that aspect, and that's what I'm saying about before. You know, being honest with each other up front, and, you know, being mature about the situation. I feel like back then in high school, we would have handled things differently. Everyone would have handled things differently than where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah, is there anything else that you need me to touch up on or try to hit?
Actually, this is really good, and I think what we gonna do is we'll maybe split it up and give y'all, you know, some little increments and things like that, because these guys got a lot that they can give and bring to the table, especially when it comes to like that male perspective that I know you guys been waiting for. So just on that note, just right there, this will be our part 1. But if anybody wants to follow you guys, if you have any social media, anything you want to shout out, you just look at the camera, just let them know, just tell them IG, anything like that you want to put out there.
Yeah, my sneaker page, PVO_kicks. That'll be probably the best thing to follow me at. If you guys need shoes, merch, Supreme items, he's rocking the tee right here. Yeah. Supreme hat. Yeah, he's ready. He's tapped in.
Yes, sir.
You can follow me on Instagram, StevieJ1421. You can also check out the PVO Facebook page, Luis Rivera. Got the PVO symbols all over. You can't miss it.
Yep.
Tune in.
For sure. All right, guys. Thank you. I just want to thank you guys on camera for pulling up. And like we got a lot of stuff planned together. You'll definitely see them some more. Definitely tapped in with, you know, the people from the Midwest. It's a few of us out here, but you know, when you see them, you know what's up. But we just want to thank all you guys for watching yet another episode of Transparent Podcast. This is part 1. You'll get more to this series, and we'll see you guys later. All right,
peace out.